Well, what's up? How y'all doing? Another week gone. Thank God, because that one was a doozy. I don't know if y'all feel the same way or not, but that one whooped my ass up one side and down the other. But anyway, it's gone now. It's in the past, and we're moving on to some really, really fun shit. So this is episode 3 for those of you keeping up at home, which some of you are. It's not one of my more popular videos, but whatever. It's fun. I don't really care. Like I said, I'm not doing this to get popular. I'm just doing this because I want to. So, episode 3. What is episode 3? Well, episode 3 is going to involve really one thing. Just kind of installing the winch. Mostly because, well, actually, no. This one's going to be split into 2 separate videos. I'm going to have the winch today, and then I'm going to get the lift kit in a week earlier than I thought I would. So I got my lift kit right here, right in this box. It's in there. So I'm going to get that installed while I'm at work next week. Get those installed so it's ready to rock and roll for Mud Bash May 1st, Saturday, May 1st. I will be there. A whole bunch of the bikes I've bought and sold will be there. All my buddies are going to be there. Y'all better be there. And if you're there, come find me. Shoot me an Instagram message. Come find me. We'll drink a beer and hang out. Without further ado, though, let me find my part, wherever I put it. And let's get, oh, it's over there. And let's get this winch plate installed. And for those of you who have forgotten, this Badland ZXR 2500 is going to be going on that Rancher. Going to be taking this mounting plate off, maintaining the factory, or well, the original roller for it. And that's going to be going on the Rancher. Hopefully, if all goes well, right here. So it should look really, really good when it's done. That's the hope, and that's what I'm going to get rolling on, so let's get it going. The first thing I did was go ahead and pull all my parts out. Obviously got the mount here and the mount here, nuts and bolts for it, and my instructions, which it looks like it's like it's exactly 8 steps long, so 8 steps long. So this should not take long whatsoever, and I'll do my best to record it like I always do. Obviously, this does not include installing the actual winch, so that's going to be the extra steps on the top of it. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get rolling with it, and I'll try and keep you all up with every step I do. Well, we ran into a little snag. There's a snorkel up there. It is right in the way of where I need to be. Now I have 2 decisions. I can either delete the snorkel and reroute it all the way back from where it came from, or I can cut 4 inches off of this winch plate, drill an extra hole, and I don't see why that would be a problem. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Not that I'm happy about it, but that's what I'm going to have to do, because I don't want to reroute the whole damn snorkel. I really don't. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, problem resolved. So I just cut a notch out up there. Now I realize I'm still going to have to drill more holes. That's not a problem. I just kind of want to mock it up for now. Get it up in there. Make sure everything fits like it's supposed to. And then I'll work on drilling another hole for the winch mount itself. Alright, so new hole is drilled for the winch mount. So that's 3.5 inches basically from hole to hole. I got my... Like I said, I got this cut for the snorkel. I'm not really terribly worried about it cutting in anything because it shouldn't be rubbing all that hard anyway. So we're going to go ahead and try to figure this out. I did notice that these both have, obviously, of course, broke off inside. And this is going to require a jack to get all that stuff lined up because you can see the difference in the rack mount. So that's fun. I'm assuming this thing's been wrecked at some point, but oh well, we'll figure it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this shoved up in there, start trying to bolt it up, and move on. Okay, so only a couple of busted knuckles and some aggravation later, and it's in there, mocked up. So I got my hooks in there. I had to use some longer ones just to make it work for now, but it is in there. I got bolts going through both sides, and they're actually the right bolts now. So that's good. Next, I think I'm going to go ahead and get the winch mocked up there and get that figured out. So let's get that going. Okay, so I got the winch officially mocked up, and I completely did it in a different location than they wanted it, but I really don't care because I actually like that a whole lot better than with being tucked way up there. So I'm pretty happy with it. I got my wires kind of halfway ran. Got that back there. That's not its final location, but it's pretty much where it's going to stay. I got to get the wires routed to where they need to be, and then I'll get everything tightened down and we'll give her a test run. All right. Winch is wired up. Got my remote here. It's got battery. Let's extend it out. Oh. Alright, I'll have to get there and get the... Right now, I think it's looped the wrong way. That's not a big deal. We can work on that. So, I'll get that fixed up. And we'll get everything all tightened up and put back together here in just a second. Alright, so the winch is now wound back up. I gotta find a permanent home for this guy. Gotta get the positive and negative wires hidden, because obviously right now they're just kind of hanging out in some really not so great areas. So I gotta get them put up, zip tied up, and done up. And I'm gonna find a place to kind of zip tie this guy, like maybe like that, maybe, I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but we're almost done with this thing, guys. It's really not been too bad of an ordeal. You know, if this bike was stock, it would have been done and buttoned up already, but it's far from stock, so I'm just going to keep messing with it and get it right. So I'm going to go ahead and get the, I think I'm going to get the bolts buttoned up first, get all those things tight, and then we'll come back and get the wiring. All right, almost done. All right, well, the winch is installed. I followed step one and then made the rest of it up. But I am not mad at all about how that looks. I'm actually pretty stoked about it. Wound up just zip tying that bad boy up there. I think that'll be just fine. Snorkel's still in place. And it's very rigid now, so that's a good thing. It'll flex a little bit in the back, but not in the front. Wires are all hidden. Completely hidden. All underneath this battery tray here. I got my remote just hooked up to my key, because that's probably just the smartest way to do it. So anyway, guys, that's it for part one of this two-part video. Tomorrow or Sunday, I'll yank the shocks off of it, take them to work, put the spacers on, and get this bad boy another 2.5 inches. That sounded really weird, but whatever. Anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. It's like 9 o'clock. This went way longer than I thought it would, but I'll catch up with y'all probably this time next week. Like I said, I'm just kind of, so I almost feel like a SEMA build, like I'm building this thing for Mud Bash, because I plan on taking it to Mud Bash and just absolutely running the hell out of it. That's my plan anyway. So stick with me. Got another parts of this video, episode 3, and catch y'all in a few days. All right, well, it's a few weeks later. Well, maybe like 2 weeks later, and my build is finally done. It really killed me, like doing the suspension lift and everything was just, it was such a hold on. Wait. That's well, that's not a Honda. I guess I have some explaining to do to y'all. So here's the deal. As much as I wanted to, I could never get the clutches right on the Honda. It would always just surge so bad to get going in speed. Is it something I could have fixed? Absolutely. Is it something I wanted to and had time to? Hell no. So, what I did was took advantage of a really good opportunity, and I bought one of my flips back. Okay? Oh boy, hit me up. It's really funny, actually. I sold him 3 bikes in a package deal. I wound up seeing one of them for sale on Facebook, so I hit him up, bought 2 of them back, sold them right back out. Then he hit me up about 2 weeks later, said, hey man, I got the Arctic Cat back up for sale. Do you want it back? I was like, yeah, I do. Truth be told, this was like one of the coolest bikes I ever owned. And why? I don't know. It's a 2008 Arctic Cat 400. It is nothing special, okay? It really isn't. But I was like, that's perfect. It's automatic, it's four-wheel drive, it's got diff lock, it's everything the Honda's not. Except it's not snorkeled, it hasn't been completely brutalized and torn apart and destroyed. So it really is everything the Honda's not. So I bought it back. I didn't pay anything for it. I got it on a steal. What is Arctic Cat? Let me just walk. Oh Jesus! Let me just walk you through it. 08 Arctic Cat 400 4x4 with diff lock. Now this is in 2008. This was the top of the line Arctic Cat model for a few reasons. Number one, the brush guard up front did not come on most of the 400s. They only came on the 700s and the 1000 Mud Pros. They came on the 400s in this particular model. Number two, this one has kind of the upgraded suspension package. Okay, so that's really cool. It is automatic with diff lock and obviously four-wheel drive. Now, I got rid of the Honda and I don't regret it. I don't miss it. The guy that bought it told me he's gonna take it back down and kind of build it back up from scratch, which is good. That's what it really deserves. Wow, it's a little humid out here in North Carolina today. I'm sorry if the camera gets fogged up. Anyway, the really cool part about the 400 Arctic Cat is those are 29.5s Outlaw 2s, or Outlaws, OGs maybe, I don't remember. And that's stock suspension. And they don't rub a single bit. A single bit. Now, I had the guys over at Precision Cycles. I'll throw their Facebook page at you if you want it, if you're in North Carolina. Eastern North Carolina specifically. They're good dudes. Went ahead, changed the plugs for me, changed the oil, and adjusted the valves for me all in the same day. Really good stuff. So what have I done to this thing? Nothing. 29.5s, that's it. Stock clutches, stock belt, stock everything. Stock filter, stock exhaust. Well, mostly stock exhaust. The spark arrestor was a little bit rusted out. So I went ahead and just yanked that bad boy out of there, which to me, it sounds a whole lot better. I'll do a startup video for you here in a second. Personally, I'm gonna leave it just like it is. I think it sounds better than an HMF, which I have an HMF in the shop. Thought about running it, not gonna do it. Now, truth be told, I was going to Mud Bash. I was. But I work all day, every day. By the time I was ready to leave Friday evening, there was no parking. They had closed the park. So, didn't go to Mud Bash, didn't make the Mud Bash, which is really disappointing. But it actually worked out. I went to Cape Fear ATV. I actually met a couple of guys who'd seen my YouTube videos. It was really cool. So it wound up being okay. Oh, here, let me show you this. These guys right here, hit them up. If you're in Eastern North Carolina, hit these guys up. They are good people. Now, I'm sorry that I'm changing this in the middle of the video, okay? It had to happen. The Honda was not gonna be ready for Mud Bash. It needed more clutch work and transmission work than I really had time or the skill for, so I left it as it is. But this Arctic Cat's actually really cool. It actually has like no miles on it. That 425 hours on a 2008. So I'll give you a little startup video of it. Hopefully she plays along. And yes, for those of you who are wondering, that is the box off of the yellow and the red Can-Am. I kept it because it is perfect for what we use it for, which is just your daily riding and debauchery. I put this thing through hell at Cape Fear ATV. I do have a video of it. I gotta edit it. I'll try to get it in this video. We'll see. There's some conversations and some words that aren't Facebook or YouTube and Facebook friendly, so I gotta get those out of there. But it did phenomenal. I made it through most obstacles in two-wheel drive. Only had to use four-wheel drive for the really slick, snotty stuff. But yeah, so anyway, the Honda is gone. I know some of you are going to be mad about that, and I'm sorry, but this is the OG flipper. When I bought this thing, I made so much money when I sold this that I bought it back for a stupid deal. And it's actually, truth be told, is going to stick around because my neighbor is actually truly buying this one off of me. His wife loves it. She loves to drive it, loves to ride it, and that's kind of the selling point right there. Anyway, I didn't put a lift on it for Cape Fear because I want to see how it rode. I do think I am going to do a lift just for the simple fact I think it will look epic as hell. I want you guys' opinion on is, should I do an exhaust? Should I do a snorkel kit, which I do have a snorkel kit in the shop, a Warrior Riser kit. If I should, let me know. If any of you guys have snorkeled one of these, comment, let me know, because I don't know a damn thing about it. I've never snorkeled a bike myself. If you've ever done one, hit me up, give me some info. If you've got a video of it, shoot me the link, and I'll go ahead and subscribe to your channel and watch the video on it. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today. So there you go. The end of the Honda / Arctic Cat / Bastard build is done. I'm on to the next one. I'm looking for my next build. If you got something you want to sell to me and you're in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, or Tennessee, shoot me a message, and I may come get it off you and put it in some of my videos. Peace.